Hello lovelies, today I thought I would do a sort of chatty February favourites where I show you some of the stuff I've been loving this month and also just talk about stuff I've been doing, kind of places I've gone for coffee, because if you follow me on Instagram you know I love my coffee, and that sort of thing, to kind of keep it a bit fun and chatty rather than just throwing products in your face. First up is something that I actually haven't worn yet but I've just been staring at and I think is beautiful. And it is these Topshop Flats. Now you've probably seen them on my Instagram if you follow me there at VVNightingale, and they are just really cute and pretty. There's also a black version which is obviously has like kind of different coloured embroidery on it, but they are just so cute. And they were 26 quid, which for Topshop is actually quite decent, I guess, considering they're embroidered too, and I just think they are the prettiest shoes ever and I'm in love, and I kind of don't want to ever wear them just because I'm going to ruin them and it will be awful. Next up we've got my, oh, wrong way around, Hello Kitty Tangle Teaser. Now I'm sure you have heard about Tangle Teasers to death, everyone always says they love Tangle Teasers, but I think they're great. I actually finally caved and bought one when I saw this limited edition Hello Kitty version. Now what I will say is if you have thick and quite sort of problematic hair like me, I find that Tangle Teasers just aren't going to do the full job for you. Like, you need to brush your hair with something else as well, but it's great to get the tangles out. It's just that the actual bristles aren't very deep. They're about this thick, I think, and they're quite thin, so it kind of takes a while to actually get through all of your hair if you have thick hair. But otherwise, if you have thinner hair, I think you could probably get away with just using one of these, and then you won't need another hairbrush. These are also kind of pricey as far as hairbrushes go, but I think it's worth it because if you ever get tangles in your hair, especially if you have hair like mine, this is just really useful. And the limited edition one is super cute too, which doesn't hurt. Next up is something you would have seen if you've been on my Instagram, and it is my favourite new pyjamas, and they are very bold, I will say this now. Like, if you haven't seen them already you're probably going to think they are a lot, but I just think they're so cute. And it's these Bunny Pjs, which is sort of like neon-y yellow with a sort of polka dot, although now I'm realising they're actually hearts. I didn't realise, I thought it was polka dots, but it's sort of like heart print and then these cute bunnies, and I just think they are so perfect for Easter and this kind of time of year, and whenever I wear them I just feel so happy. And they're also super comfy, like it's a really nice jersey material. Like, I have another pair of pyjamas that are really pretty with like a floral print, but they have that kind of crinkly fabric and they are just a nightmare, so it's nice to have something that's just super easy, super comfy. And this has also a kind of like tight legging finish, not tight but kind of clingy, so if you like that sort of not loose fit then these are perfect for you, and plus so many bunnies. Next up we have Hello Kitty again. Can you tell I love her a little bit too much with my Hello Vicky mug? It's my favourite thing ever. But I loved these this week. I heard that this month, what am I saying? I heard that Candy Kittens did a collaboration with Hello Kitty, and I just had to try it, mostly because I love Hello Kitty and I also do like Candy Kittens too. And it's this really cute sour apple flavour. As you can tell, I actually bought 2 packs of these and I ate them all, which is really bad. I ate them all quite quickly, probably in about a day, but who cares? We can all eat sweets, it's fine. And these are quite expensive. I think they were £3 each. I found them in Topshop, but for me it was worth it just because I love Hello Kitty so much and I knew I needed to try them, and they are super tasty. They're also vegan friendly, gluten free, etc, so great for everyone, I think. Next up is 2 beauty things, and one of them is this Daisy Days nail varnish from the Rita Ora Rimmel London collaboration, and as you can tell I'm wearing it on my nails. Now, yellow nail polish is something that I have really mixed feelings about. Sometimes I think it looks great, sometimes I think it looks awful, and I actually tried this last year around the summer and it's the same bottle. I've only worn it twice, and I tried it again because I was feeling very bright and springy, and I actually think it's really nice. It's not for everyone, but I don't know, I'm kind of loving the yellow at the moment. And also what I will say is Rimmel nail varnish is just the best, I think, for a budget brand anyway. I've tried a lot of nail varnishes, and just to say, I don't use a base coat or a top coat. I tend to just layer on the nail polish, so I have about 3 layers on here. And for me, it has the best staying power. Maybe they don't have the best shades, but honestly, they beat Barry M, etc. with their staying power. And honestly, I put this on a week and a half ago, and it has chipped, but I actually think, considering, it has stayed on pretty damn well. So I recommend this. The other beauty favourite is Soap and Glory's Sexy Mother Pucker, and it's in shade Naked Talent, and it's a satin, and it's actually the lipstick I'm wearing right now, and it's just a really gorgeous kind of, well, it's not really a nude, but it's kind of a muted, I don't know, pinky nudie shade. So it's kind of not too much, but then it does give you that colour pop too, and I just love it. Soap and Glory are just one of those brands that I can never complain about. They just always seem to do whatever they do well, so I recommend this. I also have another beauty favourite, completely forgot, and it's this Optiat coffee scrub. They Hit the Sheets Vanilla Velvet coffee scrub. Not only does this smell absolutely gorgeous, it's really unique because when I think of coffee scrubs, I think of a lot of mess. Like a lot of mess. I've never actually tried one, but anyone who ever tries one seems to say that there's mess everywhere. But the unique thing about this is that it's actually a scrub kind of gel formula. So instead of being the kind of, well, I wouldn't say dry, but kind of flaky sort of formula, this is actually more of a gel, so when you put it on your face or wherever, it sort of sticks to your skin. So there's like only a little bit of fallout, and it's actually very easy to wash off. And it's also made out of recycled coffee grounds from London, which is really cool. And I just think, honestly, this is such a good product, and I really recommend it if you want to try a coffee scrub, because there is no mess and it is just really good. Another favourite this month is a book that was recommended to me by Colours and Carousels, if you know her. Really lovely blogger, and it is How to Style Your Brand. Now, I have got really nerdy about blogging lately. I seem to be blogging less than ever, but I seem to be reading more and more blog help stuff sort of thing. So I've kind of been reading lots of books, learning how to blog and not blogging, which is really bad. I feel like a lot of people do this, or is it just me? But I picked up this book because it was recommended, and it's just a really nice book about blogging and branding. I'd say it's more about marketing if you are a brand. Blogging is kind of like a brand, so it still works, and it has all this stuff about like colour psychology, whether your brand is a sort of spring brand, which I think mine probably is, or a summer brand, winter brand, and it talks about all these like different characteristics and the colour schemes you should be using, the language you should be using, and it's just really great book. I highly recommend it. Another thing, which was actually in my favourite YouTuber's favourites, funnily enough, Cutie Pie Matsuya. If you don't know her, I love her so much. You can probably tell because she's quite sort of similar weird style to me. And it is Exploding Kittens, and this is just a really fun little game. Oh, I love it so much. I will get some cards out to show you. It's fun and it's a great game, but it's also really kind of quirky. I will show you. Like, you have these cat cards, like Hairy Potato Cat, Catamelon, and Beard Cat. It's just loads, and it's just a really fun, oh yeah, Taco Cat, if I haven't shown that already. It's just a really fun game. I can't really explain it, but basically you have to avoid exploding kittens, which, as you can tell it's a quirky game by the fact that you have to avoid exploding kittens of all things. And it's just a really fun game, and the cards are really funny and quirky, and I really recommend it if you're looking for kind of a new card game to play with your friends. It's super easy to pick up too. Like, they have a video on everything on how to play it, so if you're curious, go and watch their video on how to play it and you can see what the gameplay is like. But it's a really great game. Do go get it if you can. It's so good. So those are my favourites as far as products goes, but I thought I would just talk a little bit about what I've been up to this month. Now, it's been the usual, obviously. I've just been at uni and stuff, as usual, been doing essays, but I've also gone and visited a few places. I finally went to Ada in Shoreditch, which is this clothes store, but they also have a cafe, and I tried their famous rose latte. It looks a little bit like my party ring cushion over here. It's just beautiful. I'll put a photo here of everything that I'm talking about, and it was just amazing. I didn't really like it, if I'm honest, just because I think it had like soya milk in it or something like that, or maybe it was a bit too kind of perfumey rose taste, but I mean, what do I expect? But it was really good. I also, in Shoreditch, tried the matcha fruit shake from Soft Serve Society. It was my second time going, and it's just so yummy. It's calorific because it had like a white chocolate cookie, matcha cake, then matcha milkshake, and then pastry, and like a lot of stuff on it. But I just thought it was so yummy. They're a really lovely kind of shop and company, and I really recommend it if you're in Shoreditch. And another thing I did in that area was I went to this exhibition called Passage or Passages. I don't remember the name of the artist, but he's Korean, and it was just a really, really pretty exhibition. I posted it on my Instagram, but it was basically these rooms made out of mesh, and I say rooms, but they were more kind of like a little bit of the room, made out of mesh in different colours. So sort of like little fire extinguishers and things, and like doorknobs, and like just kind of the entry to the room. And the whole point of it was, which I really thought was lovely, was appreciating your kind of journey to places and not just the destination. So he was talking all about like appreciating the little bits in between that you take for granted, like door frames and like houses and things like that. And I thought it was a really lovely message, actually. Talking again about coffee, I also went to a new bakery for me, which is really near my university actually, and it's called Fabrique Bakery, and it was recommended to me by someone. It was a blogger, and I don't remember who, but it was a really, really lovely cafe. I still go there a lot actually, it's one of my new favourites, and they have the best cinnamon buns ever, lovely coffee, really like calming music, and it just feels so lovely. And I think it's Swedish or something, but it has that really kind of nice, is it Nordic feel, is that the right term? But you know what I mean, it's just really calming and lovely. And I also went to, just trying to think again where else I've been, I went to Dominique Ansel, which is this really posh place in Chelsea, because they did this thing where they turned their desserts pink for Valentine's Day. So I went alone actually, and tried one of their pastry things, which has kind of like a monocle. It was really quirky. It was alright actually. It was really super sweet, and I also got hot chocolate. And I have to say actually, it's a little bit overrated. I'm sorry. Personally, I think that I feel like someone's going to kill me, but it is a little bit overrated. And I also managed to spill the hot chocolate everywhere, so I felt really out of place. Another thing I loved this month food-wise was this kind of really cute bear ice cream from Three Bears Ice Cream. I think that's the name. Place near Shepherd's Bush. Is kind of like a bus away from Westfield, and they do the best ice cream. It's sort of, I think, Icelandic soft serve, and they have like different flavours and different recipes, and it's honestly some of the yummiest ice cream in London. And I've been there before, but I went back to get the kids ice cream, which is shaped like a little bear, and it was just adorable. I love anything cute like that, so I really do recommend it. It's a great place to take kids, but it's also a great place to go as an adult because it's just so yummy. And another thing I've loved this month is I've been starting to do an inspiration board to kind of make my room a bit brighter and really get some ideas flowing for like photography and stuff, and just to feel inspired, like I'm doing something with my life. And I got some really cute bunting from Talking Tables and some postcards I already had, and if you want to know any of them are from, let me know, because I can let you know in the comments below. But I would say each one, but I'll probably forget when I'm describing it. But anyway, that's it for this month. I hope you've enjoyed the kind of chatty style of this video rather than it being formal. I quite like just talking to the camera rather than kind of planning out everything. I know that's what you're meant to do for favourites, so you don't forget anything, but I thought I would try and make it a bit different and a bit more like casual. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, lovelies. Have a great week. Bye!